Hey, welcome to this week's video. It's part 2 of a series that was really unintended. I did a video on the best drugstore makeup and I was focusing on matte. And then I threw in a follow-up. If you guys wanted a dewy finish, let me know. And you did. And here we are now with the dewy look from the drugstore, and I'm sharing my favorite formulations with you. Of course, the price point is absolutely amazing. What's really neat is that I sort of compare it to blue jeans, right? You can still wear straight leg skinny jeans, and you can also wear flare jeans, and both are in style. Same thing goes with makeup. A really matte look can be in, and so can a very dewy, fresh skin look. I've already done my sunscreen, and I let that set for about 20 minutes before I move on to moisturizer and product. I absolutely love this moisturizer, which is where I'm going to start, and it's from a Houston-based company, and it really has this incredible rose, almost iridescence to it, and it's a fantastic way to start. So here's a close-up of the product. Then I'll pull it back and you can see it has kind of like a whitish, pinkish tint to it. It really, really gives this great luminosity to the skin. So I love using this moisturizer as a starting point for my dewy look. You know, if you've got a self-tan going on and you just want to put on a moisturizer and go, this stuff is amazing. But we will carry on with foundation. It's L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. It has sunscreen in it, broad spectrum SPF 20. My shade is warm and it's sun beige, W6. So I just pump it onto my sponge. And just pat it in. What I like about it is it has enough coverage. So if you have, in my case, I have some red bumps and blotchiness. So it takes care of that, evens out the skin tone, but I still feel like my skin breathes underneath this foundation and that you can see it. Also for me, when I'm doing a dewy look makeup, I'm going more natural and quick. So there won't be a ton of steps here. It's going to be a very natural, fresh, glowy, kind of sun-kissed look. I'm actually not, this is a shocker, I'm not going to do anything to my eyebrows for this look. I'm keeping them natural. If you feel like you need to fill in with an eyebrow pencil or a shadow, you can go for it and do it now. So I'm just going to do just a tiny bit of an eye primer for the lid. Just a little bit. I'll be doing a cream-based eyeshadow. This one is by e.l.f. and it's called Sheer. It's just pretty much of a no color. And so there's some really interesting cream-based eyeshadows that are out there. The one I'm going to start with is by Maybelline Color Tattoo 24 Hour in Urbanite. It's kind of a peachy color. As you can see, sort of a skin color. And for eyeshadow, it's really just getting a tiny bit of color, so you can take your ring finger and just dab it in there and hit your eyelid with it. Again, just a nice warm peach color. I'm not going for precision here. I'm not going for depth. I'm really just kicking in a little bit of color and some warmth. And that's exactly what this is doing. I do want to show you this other really cool product. It's by Revlon, and it is their ColorStay Cream Eyeshadow. This one is in Espresso, number 715. But here's what's cool. See the top? This little part pops out, and it's got a built-in brush. Isn't it great? Snap it in, pop it out. There's the color. You just take the brush, you dip it inside the cream, and I'll just, as an example, I'll just show you just a little bit here on the outer corner of the eye. Let's just say I want a little bit of a smoky brown there. And you just take it and you blend it in. goes on easily. Blends well with this little brush. It's light, it's buildable. Here, just added just a little bit of depth to the eye. You can add eyeliner if you want. As you can see, I've got eyelash extensions on. So that's really going to be the extent of my eye look. This would be your opportunity to apply your mascara. L'Oreal Lash Paradise, one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. It's so inexpensive, it does the job, it gives you long, big lashes. L'Oreal is sort of known for their mascaras, lengthening, thickening, you name it, it's all good. For concealer, I'm using e.l.f. and I'm sort of in between two shades. So I'm gonna do a little dab of each. One's a little bit peachy, the other has a little bit more yellow in it. The Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin finish. So I'm gonna do one hit of one color and then another tap of the other. And between the two, it'll be the right shade. I'll list everything for you in the description portion. The brushes I also found at my local drugstore. Those will be listed as well. This e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I have to tell you, is incredible. I used it in the first drugstore makeup video that I did for you, and the coverage and the staying power is phenomenal. It dries to a nice satin finish. Anywhere you have little red spots, anything going on. So the next thing that I want to move on to, it's the NYX Wonder Stick Highlight and Contour Stick, and it's cream based, so blendable and wonderful. So you can now take your contour and highlight and literally just draw on where you would normally do those things. And then you just use your fingers, or you can use a brush to blend it, totally up to you. This is kind of fun. Okay, we're done. Maybe not. All right, let's just use our hands. I just want to show you how easy this just blends right in. So I'm going to use my middle finger for the contour and make sure I use a different finger for the highlight. Just nicely warms up the skin. And they have several different shades. This was the darkest shade. There's one even lighter than this. I just went with the darker one because I'm self-tanning, and so you can see I've got more color on my body than I do on my face. Okay, let's use the index finger for the highlight. Okay, great. Next up, a really cool product from Wet n Wild that I like. It's Halo, and it's their highlighter, and it's this beautiful bronze shimmer. It says Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter, cruelty-free. This shade is Go With The Glow. So I use this highlighter almost as a bronzer blush. It's liquid, but it dries. So I just kind of kick it right above the area where I did the contouring. You know where the sun's gonna get you. Has this pretty dewy, bronzy glow to it. So I'm feeling very, very kind of creamy, sun-kissed in terms of colors that I'm choosing. There's so many different cream-based products out there. I mean, you don't have to do the bronzy. For me, the bronzy look goes better with my skin, but there are all kinds of pinks and mauves and different ways to take this. But I figure since we're heading into the summer months and people are starting to self-tan, and I've had so many questions about that, you know, getting the face to match the body is becoming equally as important. They also make this highlighter that I want to show you by Wet n Wild. This one is Hello Goodbye, number 304A. And the highlighter, it's super, super light. But if you wanted to, I mean, you could highlight in places like right up here on your cheekbone. If you wanted to highlight on your brow bone, you could. You know, they're all different options. Now, this is the point where it's sort of up to you. Some people are really, really good with this super dewy, shiny look. Some people may have oil control issues, and if you're starting like this, you just feel like you can fry chicken on your face by the end of the day. And so I like to have a little powder on the ready, just to brush, just to have a little dusting of powder. It still means you have a nice dewy finish, but you're not super shiny, super greasy looking. And for that, Physicians Formula makes an amazing powder that has SPF built into it. And I love it because it has a little kick of color as well. This is their Airbrushing pressed powder in beige. See, it looks a little bit more beige when I hold it back here versus up close. But you can take a powder like this, and let's just say you want to get rid of some of the shine on the T-zone. I just take a brush and just tap. For the lips, again, I keep it really, really natural. Here's what's so cool about this Wet n Wild little bronze thing that we got going. You could use this on your eyes also, and yes, you can even use it on your lips. You can just be a bronzed goddess from head to toe. If you want a little bit more pop on the lip and a little bit of color, this is a great product as well. L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Pro Lip Gloss. So if you need more, you know, some women need a little bit more of a pinkish, peach, something with color. So this can add that. And you still have your gold base underneath, so it just added a little bit of warmth. But there's a very natural, dewy makeup look that I feel adds just enough of everything to make you feel complete but not overdone. Most of this stuff can be applied with a sponge or a finger. You just kind of smudge it in. The skin is breathing, the skin looks fresh, it looks warm, and it looks dewy. It will last this way throughout the day. And again, if you get any shine and you're cooking chicken, just add a touch of Physicians Formula and you'll be good to go. You can set with a finishing or makeup setting spray if you want. So if you have any extras that you'd like to add in the comments section, products that you love that help you create your dewy finish, go ahead and leave them below. We are back to tutorials. I've got a lot of really cool things lined up for you. A really nice, diverse array of content. So I'm looking forward to presenting that. I'm always in the comment section, by the way, at the end of every video when it publishes. For about an hour or so, I really like to get in there and engage with you. So if you're there, you'll see me within the hour, and then I check in periodically as well. So I would love to chat with you and connect. I always love connecting with you on social media, Instagram and Facebook, even TikTok. So follow me there too. Just a huge thank you for those of you who ordered Life Makeover and supported me in that way. Now we're into makeover. We're just doing all kinds of makeovers. Anyway, hope you have a magnificent weekend ahead with your dewy, fresh look. Go out, be bold, and be blessed, and I'll see you next Thursday at 1 o'clock. Bye.